Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 12 of the Rachel Freemon Sowers Live Show. I am so happy to be here with all of you. Make sure to tell me where you are joining from tonight. Hello, say hello. I want to make sure that I can say hello to every single person that is on here. Tonight, we are going to dive into ditching. Oh, wait, I have to make sure to turn off my notifications. All right, done. So what we're diving into is 3 hacks to ditch imposter syndrome and create confidence on video. So now if you are currently not using video, don't worry. Everything that I tell you with these 3 hacks will help you get rid of, ditch imposter syndrome and give you more confidence. So this is like a 2-for-1 kind of Rachel Freemon Sowers live show. It's going to be packed with some great stuff. So hello, Veronica. Hello, Carol. Hi, Deb. Oh, shoot. I didn't start the Instagram. There's people that are going to wait for me on Instagram. So please hold. So this is what, Okay, let me go live. Let me push start. I'm gonna have to take this cover off. These are the things that happen. And here I am on Instagram. Hello, Instagram. Sorry, I forgot to put you on. So let's just adjust this right over here. There, say hello to me if you're joining from Instagram. Say hello to me if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube. I would love to know where you are joining me from. All right, are you guys ready to dive in? I wanted to ask you, where do you currently experience imposter syndrome in your business right now? And here's the second question. If you are using video, have you ever experienced imposter syndrome when you go to push the live button or that record button? Put yes in the comments if you experienced it. Hey, Jess, how are you? And let me know a little bit about how you've experienced it. Imposter syndrome is huge for everyone. Let me quantify that. Because what do I really mean by that? I mean that for so long, we've lived in an environment, in a culture, at least I know that I've experienced, is about competition. It's about comparing. It's about whether you're good enough. It's about whether you have enough skills. If I'm ringing any bells, please make sure to type yes, yes, yes in the comments or identify which one you've experienced, because we're constantly looking for the best. And when we are highly intelligent, ambitious, and driven women, I dare say it, and then you've probably heard me say it if you've been hanging out here at Rachel Freemon Sowers for very long at all, is that we all have these expectations of ourselves that are not really always realistic. And so when we talk about where it comes from, I'm going to tell you exactly where it comes from. It comes from our culture. It comes from your history of your family system. It comes from your experiences. It comes from is a culmination of everything about how you have been taught or how we have been told to view ourselves. And I think that women suffer. I also think that men suffer from imposter syndrome. But tonight we're talking to female entrepreneurs. So just let me know if you've experienced imposter syndrome and where it really has come from for you. Imposter syndrome can look like a lot of different things, right? So imposter syndrome can look like self-doubt. How many of you have ever dealt with self-doubt? I'll raise my hand. I'm right there with you. We don't have to lie to kick it tonight. I just want to say that. And if you don't know what that means, is that let's just be real with ourselves, and let's just be real with the other women on here who we need to empower each other. Give me thumbs up and hearts if you're into empowering each other. We don't empower each other by acting like we don't experience these things in reality. That doesn't generate empowerment. What generates empowerment is us saying, hey, this is what's real. I don't have to feel bad for it. I don't have to feel like inferior for it. I don't have to feel intimidated because I don't have 5,000 people on this live and all these other people do, and it means I'm not as good as them. No, no, no. Imposter syndrome comes from comparison. It comes from competition. It comes from some of those things. Now, those things can also be really great tools. So remember, I'm not operating on extremes here. What I'm saying is that oftentimes imposter syndrome causes us to lean too far to the side of not enough. It causes us to feel inadequate. It causes us to feel intimidation by other people, even if they're not trying to intimidate us, or if we've been intimidated before. Anybody been intimidated? Anybody been the intimidator? Okay, I'll just be real. Again, I'm not going to fake it till I make it. Like, I'm just going to be real about this stuff right now. So it can look like you don't feel like you're legitimate. Like, I haven't got enough schooling. I don't have any degrees. I don't have enough experience. I don't, all of these things. Are any of these ringing true with you? Type yes in the comments. Jess is over here on Instagram and she says, I get imposter syndrome all the time before pressing post, sharing new content and a new product. Anyone can relate to Jess. I look at her last name, Jans. So can anyone over here on YouTube and Facebook relate to Jess? Because it's like, who am I? Who am I to post this? I have done over 300 live and recorded videos, probably way over that now. And still, the other day I was like, who am I to tell these people how to connect? And then I think, oh, wait, I know how to connect with people. I get to connect with every single one of you every single Wednesday night. That makes me alive with fire, to quote Deb. Just saying. All right. So what does it look like for you? What does it feel like for you? Does it feel like self-doubt? So Carrion says literally everything you just said. We're not going to go down the trail of your family system. And I want you to free yourself right now from asking, why do I act like this? Or why do I feel like this? And let me tell you why I'm going to free you from that. Because in the why, we get to go around in a circular pattern on a hamster wheel, and we are doing something to figure it out. I'm going to tell you right now, every single one of you knows why you have imposter syndrome. And it's not because you're not good enough. And it's not because you don't have skills. And it's not because you don't have gifts. And it's not because you're not smart. And it's not because you don't have a degree. It's not because you haven't worked for 50 years in a field and that makes you worthy. It is none of those things. It is the training that you have had, the pattern way of being that has told you to keep yourself safe. When you go to post on social media, it's not about whether the content is good. You know the content is good. It's whether or not people are going to judge you. All right, I'm getting all excited. Can you tell I'm getting excited? Give me thumbs up and hearts. Jess is over here going oof on Instagram. Because I'm dropping this, because I'm tired. Like, I want women to show up on video. I want female entrepreneurs to show up on video just as themselves and be like, hey, listen, if this rings true with you, I want to help you. That's exactly what I'm doing. If female entrepreneurs want to get confident on video and they want to have a clear message and they want to be themselves authentically and attract and grow their audience, I can help you. I would love to see right now in the comments what you can help your people with. So Carrion's on here. She works at a local smart employment center. It's a great place to work. I can tell you that not everyone there has her skills. Not everyone here has my skills. Not everyone has your skills. We're going to talk a little bit about that. So let's go ahead and dive into these 3 hacks. What do you think hack number 1 is? I'm just going to throw it out there. Just tell me what you think hack number 1 is. I got to, let's go that. And let's show this. All right. So what do you think the hacks are? Here's the hack number 1. Turn off the noise and remove the binaries. Our culture is full of binaries. You're the right person. You're the wrong person. You're good at what you do. You're bad at what you do. This is right and that's wrong. That is our culture. However, it is not real life. So we need to consider who is telling us whether we're worthy or not. Tell me in the comments who comes to mind, and you can put family member, or you can put colleague, or you can put friend, or you can put yourself. So let's just get real in here. Who tells you that you're an imposter? Who's telling you that you don't have enough experience? Is it an employer? Is it a family member? Is it you? Is it the voice in your head? The non-wise woman, mind you, right? So who is telling you? We need to consider who is telling us in the environment in which we are in when these things are happening. Now, you may be like Jess, and you're at home and you're doing a social media post and you're like, I don't know. In that moment, you know exactly who is telling you, I don't know. And it may come from within you, but it also may have been put there in that patterned, neurological patterned way of being. I'm going to move my notes up here. It's easier for me. The thing is that the only person who can convince you, I'm thinking about this as I'm saying it, the only person that can convince you that you're not enough is you. The only person that can let other people's opinions and thoughts about you affect you is you. Now, there's patterned ways of being, and there's ways to work around that, especially when you're on video. It takes courage to put yourself out there on video and not know what people are going to say or do. Not know whether or not anyone is going to show up. Not know if the topic is going to be a good topic. But the point of it is that I don't need to know all of those things. Remember, I just need to know how I want to be in this moment. And it's worth it to me to turn off all the noise and not worry about whether I have to pause or whether I forgot to do live, Instagram live. Like, you just move forward because I know what I want to do. So when you consider where the noise is coming from and you turn that off and you look at your environment and you curtail and curate your environment so you can move forward in a way that you want to, you can ditch the imposter syndrome. So I have written down here, it's not about comparison or competition. It's about bringing good into the world, serving and creating a positive impact. That's why I'll take the risk. That's why I take the risk to be on here, to help maybe just one of you ditch the imposter syndrome and turn it into confidence, and especially confidence on video. Okay, so that is number 1. Is number 1 resonating with you? Please type yes in the comments if it is. Let me know if this is making sense. Hello. Let me know over here on Instagram with thumbs up or hearts. All right, we're going into hack number 2. You're going to free yourself from the fear of failure. All right, here goes. Are you ready? Give me thumbs up and hearts if you're ready. Because the fear of failure keeps you from stepping into the magic. The fear of failure, you want to turn and free yourself from it so that you can move into a growth mindset. The thing is that I'm not going to be able to not fail, because if I try and be perfect, if I try and do everything perfectly, if I try and have everything set up before I start, if I try, I can do things to prepare, absolutely. But the fact is that I'm going to fail, and you are too. And when we release that fear of failure and we turn it into a growth mindset, we then can expect failure and it's not such a big deal. So we want to fail fast and we want to fail forward. If you're finding yourself asking yourself, why do I keep getting imposter syndrome when I go to do a video, when I go to post, you then can say to yourself, this is why. What I want instead is I want to try it out. I'm dealing in curiosity. I'm unattaching my self-worth, my identity from failure. We want to unattach it. Just because you fail at something, or just because, like I could have said, tonight I was putting in these last minute things and I could have said, I should have done this earlier. I've totally failed myself. I've totally failed all the people that are going to come on here. I could have said that. And I was like, no, just keep going. You'll get it done. And if I didn't have it done, I would just do it while I was on here with all of you. So just as the noise comes usually from seeing people who seem further along, and then I compare and think I am too far behind. This is where that journaling thing that I do, that everything is happening for my good, everything is working in my favor, everything is happening in just the right timing. That is where this stuff kind of comes in for you, Jess. Everything is happening when we get that fear of missing out. Another way that you can free yourself from the fear of failure and move into a growth mindset is you can look back and see everything you've accomplished thus far. When I look back at the very first TST, True Serum Tuesday, and if you were there with me on True Serum Tuesday, gives me thumbs up and hearts because I did a lot of those. I can see where I've come from. I can see the total difference. I can see an increase in confidence. I know tech. The other day I found myself, I'm not good at tech. Yeah, Rachel, you are. You run this whole Rachel Freeman's live show. You have this whole business online. You cannot claim anymore that you're bad at tech. Stop claiming that. Stop minimizing. You're going to look at how far you've come. You're going to read over your resume. That's an easy thing to do. You can also ask people around you who you can trust, wow, I can't believe I've come this far. I do this with my clients all the time. We need this constant reminder of, listen, we can do the next thing. We can figure it out. And that's going to go into hack number 3. Your skills matter, and not everyone is you. But when we start saying, like Jess is, or like I've done so many times, I don't have that piece of equipment. Or I don't have, I don't have that particular training. I don't have something. It keeps me playing small to stay safe in that neurological patterned way of being. And what I really need to say is, no, I know this stuff. I can do this. And this is how it's going to work. And just like Jess is talking about the noise and the stuff coming from online, the online world is tough. Don't get me wrong. There are people saying you need to do it this way, you need to do it that way, you need to do it this way, you need to do it that way. Every time, everyone is always telling you to do something. And the way that I handle it is just like this. I am unique. Now, I don't mean that as an egotistical thing. What I mean is that I have had a special set of education, a special set of circumstances, a special set of experiences in life that allow me to offer my way into the world. What are some ways that you offer your gifts into the world that make it unique? Now, if you find yourself saying, oh, Rachel, I'm not really that unique. Well, that is you playing small, and you need to knock it off. Because you are. Each one of us brings something different, and we need different. We do not need all the same. Plus, I really like variety. All right. How is hack number 2 sitting with you? Let me know how hack number 2 is sitting with you. All right. We're moving on to hack number 3 because I want to make sure to pull an angel card tonight because this is the circumstance in which we pull the angel card. All right. Own what you don't know. So I'm doing a consulting gig, and I don't know websites very well. I don't. And so I was upfront and told them, I'm not like your person if you want to have someone be fixing your website and moving things around. I can do very minimal things. This is the context in which I can do things, but I don't know that. The place where this comes as a challenge is that we think that if we don't know something, someone will think something about us. And the truth is, they will think something about you, whether you know it or whether you don't know it. I mean, do you get what I'm throwing down here? I mean, if I'm in the business of trying to make other people happy all the time, I am in a no-win situation because I'm banking my way of feeling onto an external stimulant that is uncontrollable by me. So I own what I don't know. I'm not ashamed if I don't know it. The truth of the matter is that I can figure it out. And you can too. The stuff with video, sometimes we just need a little support. Sometimes we need someone to walk alongside of us and say, hey, I got you. You don't have to figure it out alone. That's what I do in my Own the Screen program. It's just one-on-one coaching program for people who truly, no, not people, female entrepreneurs who want to own the screen, who want to have this confidence about going onto video, whether live or recorded, and that have this clarity in their message and that connect on this whole nother level with their audience. And really are able to have this emotional connection as well as an intelligent connection with them. So what it is it's less about knowing everything and more about establishing trust with people. How many of you, I'm going to read it again, and how many of you, when I read it, you're like, yeah, duh. So it's less about knowing everything and more about establishing trust with people. You don't need to know everything. And to expect yourself to know it, as moms, we torture ourselves. We torture ourselves. You should have known. You shouldn't have done that. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Can any of you relate? Put yes in the comments if you can relate. Then we go to a job and then we expect all these things of ourselves. And then we do we do it with our partners. And then we do it with our health. And we do it with all of these things. And it's okay not to know. It's okay not to know. So that can go down a whole rabbit hole. I'm not going to go down there. I could talk on that for actually hours. So less about knowing everything and more about establishing trust with people. When you're on video, when you have imposter syndrome, you need to realize, or it may be helpful for you to realize, that it's not about what you know. It's about how you show up as yourself and how you connect with other people and build trust in relationships. All right. So here's a quote. If plan A doesn't work, remember you have 25 more letters left. Okay, I'm going to read it again. If plan A doesn't work, remember you have 25 more letters left. There are multiple paths to the same wonderful outcome. There's not just one way. And when Jess says and talks about, all of these other people, they've taken their path. And I'm going to take my path, but there's multiple ways of doing it. That's why when I work with female entrepreneurs, it's not about my way, my method. The way I do Own the Screen is helpful because it's highly customized. It's not about you have to do it this way. It's like, let's look at the strengths, let's look at your gifts, and let's play into those on this epic level. That's what it's about, right? Okay. So I'm going to drop a link right here in the comments because I have this right here. A while back, I talked about a freebie that I have, which is the ultimate guide to getting visible with confidence on video. Now, if you're looking for something to help you gain this confidence, then this is the freebie for you. If you go to be on social media or you go to do a video and you're like, I'm not really sure if I can do this, this freebie is for you. Because within this freebie, this ultimate guide, what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through the exact steps I've taken to get to where I'm at. And this is a mindset shift, and it's from the inside out. We can try and do external, and that may work for a minute. But the fact of the matter is that when you do it from the inside out, it stays a long time. So I've dropped that link. Make sure to go and sign up if you want to get this freebie, and let me know how it goes for you. And don't be afraid to reach out for support. All right. So I'm going to go back up here to this banner, and I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to click on here. So tell me, what is your takeaway from tonight? What is your biggest, let's do it right now, takeaway? I hope I spelled that right. I'm going to do it anyway. That banner. Show. What is your biggest takeaway? I can't remember where it's T-A-K-E or T-A-K-A. Deb will help me. So what is your biggest takeaway from tonight? What are you going to take away from this thing about ditching the imposter syndrome and turning it into confidence on video or confidence on your particular situation? Now, I'm going to draw an angel card as we go. Let's see. Tell me what your biggest takeaway is. Tell me in the comments. Oh, again, this is, I haven't drawn this card in a really long time. This card is going to talk directly to what you need to do in order to help yourself ditch the imposter syndrome. Okay, are you ready? If you're ready, give me thumbs up and hearts. Let me know. All right. Here is the card. It's the Ace of Raphael, and it says a positive new emotional experience. Seriously, like we're ditching the imposter syndrome for confidence on video. Like this is a new positive emotional experience. Fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. Okay, that's the card. Here is the narrative. This is the beginning of a new positive emotional experience in your life. It may be a new person you become very close or a situation that fills you with joy. Often this card signifies the start of a romantic relationship or renewed romance within your current relationship. You may find yourself falling in love or making a deep or personal connection with a new friend. Profound and lasting spiritual insights are possible at this time. Trust your intuition to lead you to happiness. Trust your intuition that the thing that is the biggest takeaway for you is the thing that will help you shift it, will make the foundational shifts. So Jess says there are so many different paths to take where you're going, and no one does the thing that you do. Sister, love you. Now we have Carol over here says, I need to put myself in front of people. Deb says, in owning what I don't know, I own what I do know. Dang! I mean, like, if I had a sparkling mic, I need to get one, like sparkly mic, and just drop it. Additional meanings of this card are spiritual revelations, a gift from someone dear, and home is where the heart is. When it talks about a relationship with someone else in this card, I want you to consider that the relationship is not with an external person, but with yourself. Maybe it's with the wise woman within you. Maybe it's like she's saying, hey, I know what to do. Please trust me. And I hope that each one of you can walk away from tonight with just a little bit more inspiration and a little bit more motivation to build the momentum to ditch your imposter syndrome and turn it into confidence, even if it means confidence on video. If you want help with being more confident on video, I'm just going to drop a link and you can schedule a 20-minute free consultation with me about how that can look in your business, right? So I just want to make sure that you guys have all the resources that you need in order to continue to move forward, because people need what you have. People need what you have. They're waiting for it. And it's time for you to be serious and get real and start doing the thing that you were meant here to do. So I hope someone in here, and it looks like too that you have all found some kind of inspiration. Let me know the inspiration you're going to take away. And I'm going to go ahead and end this video. And as I always say at the end, make sure to stay true to yourself, be kind to others, and always, always, always honor the wise one that is within you. I hope to see you all next Wednesday right here on the Rachel Freeman Sowers Live Show. I'll talk to you then. Bye.